The T-84 is a Ukrainian main battle tank, a development of the Soviet T-80 main battle tank. It was first built in 1994 and entered service in the Ukrainian Armed Forces in 1999. The T-84 is based on the diesel engine T-80 version, the T-80UD. Its high-performance opposed piston engine makes it one of the fastest MBTs in the world, with a power-to-weight ratio of about 26 horsepower per tonne. The T-84 Oplot is an advanced version incorporating an armoured ammunition compartment and a new turret bustle. 10 of these entered Ukrainian service in 2001. The T-84-120 Yatagan is a prototype model intended for export, mounting a 120-ohm gun capable of firing standard NATO ammunition and guided missiles. Production history. The T-84 is the latest Ukrainian development of the T-80 series, designed by KMDB in Kharkiv. A main design objective was to make Ukraine's arms industry independent of Russia's, after resulting difficulties in fulfilling a contract to supply T-80UD tanks to Pakistan. An external difference from earlier models is the new Ukrainian welded turret, replacing the T-80's Russian-built cast turret. The T-84's outstanding feature is the 26 horsepower per ton power-to-weight ratio. It has inherited the nickname Flying Tank from the T-80. The tank is also designed to perform well in hot climates, and even includes an air-conditioned crew compartment. Due to the collapse of Soviet Union, the Militia factory was no longer able to obtain ceramic armor modules from Russia, and only the initial batch of T-84 were produced with such. Instead, later batches of T-84's composite armor is composed of special-purpose rubber sandwiched between steel and alloy plates. The exclusion of ceramic plate from the tank's armor may indicate downgraded protection compared to older models. Ukraine has demonstrated several upgraded prototypes of this tank, intended for both domestic employment and international sale. Operational history. Ukraine. The first T-84 prototype vehicle rolled out in 1994, and in the same year it was decided to build several more vehicles. They were subjected to extensive company and army trials. After successful completion of the extensive trials program in the late 1990s, the T-84 MBT entered service with the Ukrainian Army in 1999. On August 24, 2000, 10 T-84 MBTs took part in the parade dedicated to the 10th anniversary of Ukraine's independence. In 2014, the T-84 first saw action during the war in Donbas, Thailand. In September 2011, the Melishiv plant, based in Kharkiv, announced plans to produce the first batch of 5 Oplot M tanks for the Thai Army by the end of the year. Under the contract, the Ukrainian company will make 49 tanks worth over $200 million. Georgia. In October 2009, Ukspetstroy plans to sell to Georgia 12 modern T-84 Oplot tanks, among other weapons. Variants. T-84, Ukrainian modernization of the T-80UD. New welded turret and STRA-1 countermeasures suite, new electronics, new main gun, new armor, and 1,200 HP 6TD2 diesel engine. T-84U, Ukrainian upgrade of the T-84. New armored side skirts, turret conformal contact 5 explosive reactive armor, auxiliary power unit, thermal imaging sight, satellite navigation, commander's laser rangefinder, muzzle reference system, and other improvements. T-84 Oplot, T-84U with a new welded turret with separate crew and ammunition compartments with blowout panels on the ammunition compartment, a new bustle-mounted autoloader. T-84-120 Yatagan, a prototype version of Oplot tailored for evaluation by the Turkish Army. Mounts a 120-ohm main gun which fires both NATO 120-ohm rounds and a special 120-ohm version of the AT-11 Sniper ATGM. It also has automated gear shifting in place of mechanical gear selector, driver's T-bar control replacing tiller bars, air conditioning, and projectile muzzle velocity sensor, as well as differences in the fire control system, communications, etc. T-84 Oplot M. Modernized, or BM Oplot. The newest and most sophisticated version of the T-84 is an upgraded version of the T-84 Oplot, mounting more advanced armor, new electronic countermeasure systems, and others. One visible feature is the new PNK-6 panoramic tank sight. Design: the BM Oplot is a further development of the previous Oplot, which is based on the T-84 main battle tank. The tank has a conventional layout with the driver's compartment at the front, fighting compartment in the middle and engine at the rear, accommodating a crew of 3 members. The driver sitting in the center is provided with a single-piece hatch cover that opens to the right. The commander on the right and the gunner on the left have single-piece hatches. Tank has a length of 9.7 meters, a width of 3.4 m without removable side skirts, and a height of 2.8 m. The combat weight of the tank is 51 tons. Armament: the Oplot MBT is armed with a 125-ohm smoothbore KBA-3 cannon, a .7.62 coaxial machine gun and a .12.7 anti-aircraft machine gun. The main gun is fed by a loading system equipped with conveyor, automatic loader and control system. The ammunition includes high-explosive fragmentation, armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot, high-explosive anti-tank and gun mount rounds. The main gun can also fire a laser-guided missile against battle tanks, armored vehicles and hovering helicopters within the range of 5,000 m. The missile can be fired on the move against traveling targets. The tandem warhead fitted on the missile can defeat targets equipped with explosive reactive armor and advanced spaced armor. The Oplot has 46 rounds of ammunition for the main gun, of which 28 rounds are placed in the automatic loader. Other ammunition types carried are 1,250 rounds for KT-7.62 machine gun, 450 rounds for KT-12.7 machine gun and 450 rounds for AKS submachine gun. Fire control: the vehicle has 3 forward-facing periscopes in front of the driver's cupola. The center periscope can be replaced with a night driving device. The fire control system includes a gunner's day sight, PNK-6 commander's panoramic sighting system, PTT-2 thermal imaging sight, anti-aircraft sight and anti-aircraft machine gun control system. Detection range of targets for thermal sighting system is up to 8 km. The tank is also equipped with LIOV ballistic computer, armament stabilizer and other systems. The advanced fire control system enables the gunner or commander to lay and fire the main armament on the move. The stationary and moving targets can be hit with a high first-round hit probability. Protection: the protection system includes multi-layer passive armor, NOZH2 explosive reactive armor, Zalen active protection system, Varta optronic countermeasures system and other tank protection means. Built-in new generation NOZH2 anti-tandem warhead explosive reactive armor protects against APF-SDS, or high-explosive plastic and heat-type projectiles. NOZH2 ensures protection against hand anti-tank grenades, handheld and stationary grenade launchers and recoilless guns, anti-tank missiles of TOW2, Milan and Sturm S-type, heat projectiles fired by 125 mm tank smoothbore guns, APF-SDS projectiles fired by 125 mm and 120 on tank guns. Both sides of the driver's compartment are fitted with explosive reactive armor panels for extended protection. The hull sides are hinged with large rubber skirts to withstand the attacks of man-portable anti-tank weapons. The modular explosive reactive armor package can be easily replaced or upgraded according to the future requirements. Oplot features a Varta optronic countermeasures system for deceiving incoming missiles and anti-tank guided weapons. The system integrates laser warning sensors, infrared jammer and smoke/aerosol screen laying system. The optronic countermeasure system provides confusing of the guidance systems of ATGM by putting out laser jamming covering the horizontal plane of A plus or minus 18 a degree relative to the main gun tube and A plus or minus 2 a degree in the vertical plane, jamming of the ATGM guidance systems that use laser illumination of targets, semi-automatic laser-guided homing projectiles as well as artillery systems equipped with laser rangefinders by activating the remote fast-deploying aerosol screens in a sector of A plus or minus 45 a degree relative to the main gun. Tube, crew or unregistered trademark S collective protection system ensures protection of the crew and interior equipment against effects of nuclear explosions, radioactive substances, toxic agents and biological warfare agents, as well as detection and suppression of fires in the crew compartment and power pack compartment. The Oplot tank can withstand an explosion of up to 10 kg trinitrotoluene under the tank track and up to 4 kg TNT under the driver's compartment. The vehicle has overpressure type NBC protection system and can be fitted with track mine clearing systems. Mobility: BM Oplot is powered by a 6TD2E6 cylinder turbocharged liquid-cooled engine, which delivers 1200 HP. It is improved and more environmentally friendly version of the previous 6TD2 diesel engine, used on the T-84 MBT. Also tank would be powered by a more powerful 6TD3 diesel, developing 1500 HP. Both engines could use diesel, jet engine fuel, petrol or any mixtures of them. The engine provides a maximum on-road speed of 70 km/h and a range of 500 km with additional fuel tanks. The battle tank is also equipped with a diesel-electric auxiliary power unit to supply power to onboard systems when the main engine is turned off. BM Oplot is equipped with torsion bar-type suspension. Either side of the 6 dual rubber-tired road wheels are provided with idler at forward, drive sprocket at the rear, and track support rollers. The first, second and sixth road wheel stations are fitted with hydraulic shock absorbers. The tank can negotiate a gradient of 320 and side slope of 250. Equally, the tank can ford a water depth of 5 m using deep water fording equipment. BREM-84, Armored Recovery Vehicle, BMU-84, Bridge Area Tank, BTMP-84, Heavy Infantry Fighting Vehicle prototype based on the T-84 Oplot tank, with lengthened hull, an extra pair of road wheels, and a rear compartment for 5 infantrymen. List of operators: Ukraine. The Ukrainian Ground Forces has 10 T-84 Oplot M in service. Thailand, the Royal Thai Army has 5 T-84 Oplot M in service. In March 2011, the Royal Thai Army placed an order for 49 T-84s to replace its fleet of aging M41A3 Walker Bulldog light tanks. Up to 200 tanks may eventually be acquired. However, the Royal Thai Army had yet to make an official announcement. The government had just approved 7.155 billion baht to purchase the first 49 Oplot tanks to be assigned to several units, the 2nd Cavalry Battalion, the 4th Cavalry Battalion, the 8th Cavalry Battalion, and the 9th Cavalry Battalion. The first T-84 Oplot will be delivered to be tested at Cavalry Center at Fort Addison, Surabaya in mid-2013 and during the official procurement. The factory in Ukraine had offered the extra 5 T-84 Oplot in addition to the first 49 Oplot tanks. The Oplot M5 to be delivered on February 5, 2014, 20 will deliver in July 2014. Potential sales: Peru. In 2009, Peru reportedly tested the Oplot tank, but the government of Alan Garcia later decided to acquire test examples of the Chinese MBT 2000 in late 2010, only to have the government of his successor, Alanta Humala, abandon the purchase in early 2012 to seek other alternatives. In May 2013, the T-84 was reported to be part of comparative tests to be conducted by Peru. The T-84 competed against the T-90S, the M1A1 Abrams, the Leopard 2A4-A6, and the T-64 also offered by Ukraine. By September 2013, only the T-84, T-90S, Russian T-80, and M1A1 Abrams were still competing. Lost sales: Bangladesh. In 2007 the Bangladesh Army began negotiations for the procurement of 76 T-84 Yatagan tanks in the first batch. The Bangladesh Army intends to induct a substantial number of Yatagans over the next several years as part of its third-generation main battle tank procurement program. However, Bangladesh finally has decided to buy 44 MBT 2000 in 2011. Azerbaijan. In January 2011, Azerbaijan showed interest in the Oplot main battle tank. The Defense Ministry of Ukraine has long been holding negotiations on this issue. In June 2013, it has been made public that Azerbaijan had instead purchased 100 Russian T-90 tanks, in a series of rearmament deals worth $4 billion with Russia. Combat history, Ukraine War in Donbas, see also. List of tanks, list of Soviet tanks, BM Oplot .91M, M84AS, references. Stephen Zalaga and David Markov. Russia's T-80U main battle tank. Hong Kong, Concord. ISBN 962-361-656-2. External links, T-84 Oplot data sheet and pictures, Oplot M main battle tank, Ukraine key data, detailed information along with images. Kharkiv Morozov Machine Building Design Bureau, a Euro-Ukrainian producer of the T-80. KMDB's pages for T-80UD, T-84, Oplot, and BTMP-84. T-84MBT at globalsecurity.org, T-84MBT at army-technology.com, T-84MBT at military-today.com.